What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. In the last episode, so much revelation. Also, Nike's face is going real ham on the left side of the screen right now. It's an indicator of the heartbeat, I think, but... Anyways, we have...
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think Monokuma slash Enoshima is like super on the ropes right now. We're about to present this final bit of evidence that really shows that Enoshima is Monokuma, and then I feel like from there we're going to move on to revealing everything going around the school.
Yeah.
But let's see what's going on. The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. I noticed it just a little while ago when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance. But what's so unusual about them? The unusual circumstance come to all these pictures is Enoshima's face. It's gone.
Never shown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unusual circumstances.
Yeah.
Enoshima's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. Splashed, turned away,
and then
covered by Ishimaru. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo you can see that Ikusaba is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point the two of them hadn't switched yet.
Also, look at Ikusaba's eyes.
Yeah, that's true. They do look very Junko-esque.
Yeah.
Or Enoshima. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Enoshima. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Enoshima in the pictures wasn't the Enoshima that we knew. Xanadu!
I believe everything Nagi said is true. Enoshima and Ikusaba switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Ikusaba, who had taken her place, making it look like she died, and the real Enoshima is still alive.
And she's the one who's behind the whole murderous situation, this killing game.
Yeah, she is.
What?
Thanks, Nagi. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I totally did. I just like...
Oh, good. Xanadu times 2.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on. Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything right now. Is this climax logic?
Maybe.
Hype.
Okay.
Okay, so this is everyone chilling. Oh, dog, my Zono.
Let's see. This is everyone.
Wow, so these are intense. So everyone's meeting there. Enoshima. What would this be? What was the identity? The ultimate fashionista. Fashionista. Please. Who I met in the main hall. Well, she's technically Ikusaba.
There was a picture earlier of the two of them next to each other. That one.
Okay, that looks like it could be it. Then we got Enoshima
challenges,
getting penetrated. Wink.
Oh my gosh. You need to be shut down.
Enoshima and Ikusaba. Then sneaky person doing body. Is this biolab things?
Must be, yeah.
Yeah, getting the tarp maybe. This looks like she's already carrying her. What's this over here? Okay, that's beyond.
So it has to be biolab.
Oh, this is the body switch, right? Yeah, this is the body switch.
Yeah.
Okay, Enoshima putting on the mask. I don't know how that would contain all of her hair.
Or maybe that's over here. Maybe click the question mark.
Yeah, let's see. Mastermind attacked me with something. What was it? Okay, we're just gonna get a close up of the knife. I imagine. Down this way more? Yeah. Cool. And then this. When the Mastermind attacked me, who was it that stopped them? Kitty Kitty. Young Kitty Kitty. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Or was it this?
Check what that photo is. But that's her coming into the room.
After the suppressed attack failed, the Mastermind fled my room. This is her, like, actually doing something, I think.
That looks like her running into the door. Like the one that we put in. This looks like when she was running in the door. This is when she was actually doing something. Yeah. I feel like that one's right.
Alright, and then her fleeing.
Running away.
Maybe it's that one?
Yeah. Looks like the only possible one, maybe.
Is that it? No. Oh, wait, is this maybe Kitty Kitty?
Maybe? It could also be Fukuo taking off the mask.
Or Enoshima? Or, oh, maybe. Probably.
Probably Kitty Kitty.
Oh, this is Naegi? Well, it's
Yeah.
look like Naegi.
I think it might be that picture.
Might be this.
Yeah.
I feel like this might... Okay, yeah. Alright. Naigi's there. Then... Is that...
Oh,
Wait,
this is when she
so-
puts Junko's body, or like,
Oh, on or
Ikusaba's
Inoshima's
body.
Ikusaba's body dressed up
This
as
is-
Enoshima.
yeah, on the ground, and
The
then
mask on
puts
her.
on the clothes.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so putting the mask on.
Yeah.
This. And then Act 5, watching everyone. What is this? What was the condition of the dead body when I first found it in the garden? Not like that.
Post-explosion.
Yeah, pre-explosion. Okay. Fukuwa looking crazy.
Yeah.
Doing her
explosion.
thing. And then the last one, we couldn't identify the mysterious body because it got blown up.
That
I
one.
think that. Alright,
Reenact, let's try
let's give it a go.
君なんだ
Okay. Here we go.
この学園に
We met the ultimate fashionista, the ultimate supermodel, Enoshima Junko, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Enoshima.
あの時僕たち
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Enoshima's place.
ムクロだったんだよ
And that girl's name was Ikusaba Mukuro, who sacrificed herself.
だからその
Yeah.
彼
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Enoshima Junko.
そして
Her body was kept in the biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Enoshima decided to put her body to use.
プラモ君
Enoshima dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kirigiri, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side.
その際
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Ikusaba was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. Good thing Kirigiri was there.
Yeah.
そして
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
その覆面を
Then she put the same mask on Ikusaba's body. This is all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Dun dun dun. Uh-oh. Fukuwa goes flying.
Yeah.
Something that's so funny.
そして最後
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity.
最初にやった
She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Ikusaba's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind, the one controlling Monokuma.
Oh, it's gonna be that.
Oh, I'm so pumped for this. It's gonna reveal that
Whoa.
that's a really cool art. The real Enoshima Junko. That's really cool artwork. I like that. That would also explain Enoshima's like fashion and like appearance is like the red and white sort of. Like kind of like
Oh,
duality,
yeah.
the black and white.
Black, white, and red.
Yeah.
どうだ
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that? Now we doing the vote thing?
Oh.
Well, we still have to figure out everything else, I guess, too.
Yeah.
What, are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on, it's time you finally revealed yourself.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding? Give it up, Enoshima. The game's over.
Over?
We have to still solve.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong, there's still plenty more to go. Huh?
Huh?
Oh. Smoke. All of a sudden, Enoshima. Enoshima Junko, the ultimate despair. That's hype. Also, the pins are pretty cool in her hair.
Yeah.
Whoa, her voice is so
Whoa,
different.
So different. She's wearing like a little like crown.
Yeah, she's got a crown and the whole ordeal.
Yeah, the Monokuma pins. We've been waiting so very long for presents like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, and some of our own home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us? Okay. No thanks.
I'm a pass.
Yeah. Whoa, I like that. Like
Whoa,
that
that's
pose?
really cool art.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the Mastermind? Oh, does that mean there have been multiple classes that have done this before, maybe?
I guess so. Probably.
Maybe. She's the real Enoshima Junko.
Anyway, it looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day, it was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know? Your face! Huh? What about my face?
She's gonna come in like, it's so beautiful.
What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined. Chihuahuas are not that cute. I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you. Yeah, it's because they all knew her before.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. What was it?
Before arriving at the school, probably?
Yeah, it's gotta be before arriving
Yeah.
at school. That's right, it was before I ever came to school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. Yeah, these are the ones I was referring
Yeah.
to. I feel like they showed these in the magazines in the rec room too, but I'm not 100% sure.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like, because I've seen this picture more than once. More
Okay.
than just when she was introduced.
Okay.
But it could be in reference back to Enoshima at some
Yeah,
point.
like, oh, look at all these magazines, and like, I wonder if Junko were still here.
Yeah. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
やっぱりそうだ
So I was right. And what you told me in the main hall when this all began, I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality.
Oh. Oh, which is like Photoshop.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lol, that's funny. That's
Yeah.
a really well placed
Yeah.
like tidbit.
Little like lie.
I love that.
Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped.
Oh my god, that is so great.
Oh, that's well done.
I can't wait to see all the little like things that are now being revealed to us that have throughout the whole game been little clues as to
Yeah,
what's been going
yeah.
on. Photoshop.
Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk.
Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
そもそも別
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same, because she was a different person all along.
I'm me, and Ikusaba is Ikusaba. She tried her best, but there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins. Oh.
Whoa. Mind blown.
Twins? I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Ikusaba and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud, that was Ikusaba. The younger sister, smart and cute, that was... Whoa.
Whoa.
Ha! Me, Junko, and Enoshima. Keeping it PG sort of for you.
Appreciate it. Wow. That got intense.
Yeah. And together we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair.
Whoa, she's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Ugh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that? Maybe it's new to your dumb butt, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over. Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a crap. The truth's lame anyway.
Oh my goodness, you're having to do so much censorship.
know.
And Notion would just throw in all the words.
Curse words. But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister? And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha, as if. Well, whoa, she
Whoa.
just like super switched
Oh my
on
goodness.
us. Well, I suppose I better explain.
She's like school teacher-ish now with like
Yeah,
the
well, I guess
hair
she's,
and
like,
everything and the
explaining,
glasses. Like, that's so funny.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called Mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Ikusaba to perform such duties, because naturally she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries, such a disappointment. So I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seems like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, and atrociously repulsive.
Wow.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste. And that's why you switched identities? Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Huh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe they were like working together a lot more, but it seems like Enoshima like set her sister up for this from the beginning.
Yeah. Being the other disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored. Oh god.
Oh my
That's
god.
like super creepy.
Wow.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I changed things just a little bit and decided to use Ikusaba to make a little point. In other words, Ikusaba's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I expected.
I thought it was gonna be a lot more cooperative.
Yeah, I thought it was cooperative as well.
Then how do you set up Ikusaba to do that?
Yeah. When Ikusaba was killed, she must have been as surprised as anyone else. Maybe it was like, she told her, oh, like, if you pretend to be me, you can be the ultimate fashionista, and I'll, like, since we're sisters, we'll work together, and I'll make sure that you survive and win.
Right.
Or something like that.
And then, like, how do you convince, like, Ikusaba, like, you're not as good at this? So, like,
yeah,
I need
so
to
I'll
run
be the
Monokuma.
director, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why me? So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Ikusaba could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? I really like the voice acting, so I'm just gonna, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Jeez, misunderstanding sure is scary, because she changes voices every time she switches
She changes her little pose from, like, her crazy wild one to, like,
and the voice
teacher
changes
to, like...
with it. So, like,
yeah.
I don't know. Kinda wanna let people hear it. We were the ultimate despair, you know, so we never had any kind of hope or expectations. No, I've felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. Oh, whoa, I wonder if we're gonna get villain exposition to make us feel bad
Yeah,
for
is
her.
Danganronpa gonna do what Danganronpa does best and complicate the villain?
Yeah. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair, so when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
Whoa.
That's not true at all.
And now, like, huh?
What the
Mushrooms?
We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Huh? Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands? The act is filled with so much despair, you can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, super, super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It feels so good.
What the heck is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by her own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I mean, we can arrange for that right now, Inoshima.
Yeah,
if
we
you
can
want.
kill you.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish? Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocider's Jack, or Genocider's show is crazy for sure, but This is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic? I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human?
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect, because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What'd you just say? What do you mean by that?
Oh my gosh. You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow. You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away. Are you talking about our memories? You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so what about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories, and then you can start gloating.
Darn straight, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna solve all these mysteries, and then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
Tanoshimi dane. Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures are taken and those interviews, it must mean... I got it. It must have something to do with our entrance exams?
Well, please. No fair, at least give us a hint.
Your brains are all like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Don't you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us, and what they must be related to. The motives?
Motives? Probably.
Or is it the founding?
But the founding of Hopespeak, like Hopespeak existed long before they...
Oh yeah, that's fair, that's fair. You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it? A theme? You've got it. So that's my question to you all. When Maizona was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The world outside, right?
Yeah.
Theme for the motive, Monokuma gave us that.
Human connections.
Human connections. Yeah. Love triangles. The driving force behind the motive you presented us at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends.
We're gonna get an introduction to a new one? Nope.
I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do. You're the one that did it! Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval. Okay, time for the next question!
Oh my goodness, this is actually like super cute, but super creepy, but
I like
also like really impressive
Yeah,
on
it's like really
Danganronpa's
well
part.
done.
Yeah.
So what was the theme for the second motive?
The second murder, the motive's theme was the past?
The past.
Yeah.
Because it was the secrets.
Yep. It was our past, right?
Yay! Now you got it right again! This time the theme was... embarrassing memories and sneakers. And the whole reason Iwata did what he did was to protect his secret.
So how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
Personality change?
So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Is that money?
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy. Heck yeah, you got it again.
We got all these personalities are so
I
funny.
know, they're really fun.
Yeah, agreed.
Gosh darn it, straight it was money. Celeste killed Yamada and Ishimaru for a little personal gain.
Good call for calling those last names.
Thank you. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me what the motive was behind Ogami's crazy butt death?
The motive in the case of Ogami's death was
Blackmail?
blackmail, I think.
Blackmail?
Or betrayal. Betrayal.
Yeah.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Ogami's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looked like you answered all my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal? These are all perfectly standard motives, right? The most normal of normal, totally middle of the road. But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are many reasons to kill, as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. That is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Yikes.
Seed of despair? Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
This is so funny. All this like changing is just like so funny.
I know. What I'm trying to say is the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories. How so? You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair. How could taking someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
Because they all willingly came here regardless.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape the school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave. The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, because then maybe like the tragedy happened and they intentionally wanted to be in there.
I mean, that makes it seem like the headmaster, because remember the headmaster was like, we need to protect these students because they're our only hope. What if the entire outside world is like totally destroyed? And
they're like afloat in space or something like that? That's very possible.
I don't know.
But like, also, that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Correctamundo.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right? What? Why the heck would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
Passing the savings onto you, let me give you a hint. Huh? Really? Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie, like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh my gosh.
The outside world? Oh man. You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Is it like apocalyptic?
I think so. Now, are you interested in what I have to say? You want to see what's out there?
You're gonna have to wait until the next episode. Ermagerd cliffhangers. I'm really excited. I do think they are out in space for some reason.
I think something horrible happened to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And that's why they blocked off all of the world's best and brightest students to stay in the school to like create the next generation.
Yeah, that would make sense. But I don't know what would have happened to the outside world that would cause something like that. World War III sort of thing? I don't know. No, Danganronpa, they're gonna come up with some creative way for the world to blow up.
Something that hopefully makes sense too, and it's like not just like
a cop out. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this has been really cool, and it's been really fun to see Enoshima's character. And like, yeah. It's been good.
It's been fun. I feel like I'm doing like Stuck in a Spirit with all the voices.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.
Danganronpa.